On the other hand, the dense conditioning which exists in the unwise is itself known as attachment. If you abandon this attachment which causes perverse notions in you, the actions that you may spontaneously perform here will not affect you. Perverse notions is allowing the notions to pervert the attention, to turn the attention away from itself. If you rise beyond joy and sorrow and therefore treat them alike, and if you are free from attraction, aversion and fear, you are unattached. If you do not grieve in sorrow, if you do not exult in happiness, and if you are independent of your own desires and hopes, you are unattached. In other words, you're not getting caught up in your own personal drama. Many people have got a huge drama that they make about themselves. They believe it. They want us to believe it as well. But you can free yourself from this drama. Free yourself from your own story. You can even create your own story, create your own mythology if you wish. But you don't. But you realize exactly what you're doing, and you're not getting lost in it. Even while carrying on your activities here, if you do not abandon your awareness of the homogeneity of the truth, you are unattached. If you have gained self-knowledge, and if, endowed with equal vision, you engage yourself in spontaneous and appropriate action in the here and now, you are unattached. So this homogeneity, this equal vision, is like the realization that something is a dream. We stick this one word onto it, don't we? Dream. And that characterizes its whole nature. So this is what's meant by homogeneity or equal vision. All the contents of a dream are no more than the contents of a dream. But effortlessly remaining established in non-attachment, live here as a liberated sage without being attracted by anything. In other words, without letting our attention be hijacked by apparent objects and things and people. The liberated sage lives in the inner silence without pride or vanity, without jealousy, and with his senses fully under his control. It's interesting that jealousy is mentioned, isn't it? Pride or vanity and jealousy. Jealousy is wanting what others have got. It's a very powerful and deep motivation. Being free from jealousy shows the extent to which we need to get beyond some very basic emotional impulses. Even when all the objects of the world are spread out in front of him, which they are, the liberated sage who is free from cravings is not tempted by them, but engages himself in mere natural actions. Whatever is inevitable and appropriate he does. His joy and delight, however, he derives from within. Thus he is free from this world appearance. It's like being the emperor. You have everything. This is my computer mouse. How can I have this? How can I own this? Ownership is an agreement, a social agreement, that this is for my exclusive use unless I say somebody else can use it. It might get stolen, in which case that understanding has been violated. But how can I own this? How can I make this mine? I can't. This object can never be mine. But as something which appears within my awareness, it is mine. It can't get any more intimate than that. And this is the same with the trees, with buildings, with everybody in the world. Of course, I say it's mine. I'm not talking about my individual ego. It's within my awareness. My awareness is encompassing it, as are notions of you out there and this individual here. It's all within awareness. Even as milk does not abandon its colour when it is boiled, he does not abandon his wisdom even when it is severely tested by terrible calamities. Whether he is subjected to great pain or he is appointed by the ruler of heaven, he remains in a balanced state of mind. But we have to be careful once again that the sage is not rigidly like this. The sage is in a state of natural equilibrium, which means this. The sage keeps coming back to this. The sage is not rigidly like this. So the sage will still experience pain, unbearable pain, but is not going to be psychologically traumatized by it afterwards. The sage will come back to balance. The pain will be like this, knocking the sage off balance. It will be terrible, but there will be moments even within that pain that balance will be restored. So he doesn't remain in a balanced state of mind throughout the pain, but comes back to a balanced state of mind. Hence, O Ram, engage yourself constantly in self-enquiry and rest firmly established in self-knowledge. You will never again be subjected to birth and bondage. And now we've got a note from the translator about the meaning of Vicara. Vicara in the preceding pages has been translated inquiry or self-enquiry. That is the popular translation. However, the word really means efficient movement of one's inner intelligence. Char in Sanskrit is to move. It should not be confused with intellectual analysis. It is direct observation or looking within. And I would add to that it is looking at what is looking within.